Have you picked up any British slang? Did Love Island prepare you? Let's hear your British accent. Let's go.
What's happening? You all right?
That was great.
That was pretty good. Like I've been watching Love is Blind UK and it's been pretty good. I feel like I sound pretty posh right now.
You are very posh.
Yeah,
mate.
I want the South London accent. That's like my favorite, like Central C.
Hello. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of BFFR. I'm repping the Palisades today, again. Make sure you're following at BFFR Show on all socials and hit that subscribe button wherever you get your podcasts. Before we get going, I wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone who has commented, reached out, sent messages, and just supported me after my retirement announcement. It was, like I said last week, not the hardest decision to make, but it still is very, very bittersweet. It means a lot to hear from all of you. And in the hard times that I had at the end of my career, having BFFR as an outlet and something to balance my life and a source of joy, and having all of you listening and following and telling me at the games how much you love this podcast has really, really helped get me through. So yeah, shout out to all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It means the world to me. Today's episode, I was lucky enough to catch up with my little cousin, Alyssa Thompson, all the way from across the pond in London. It was probably past her bedtime when we recorded this. So it was so nice to hear from her and just chat about all things Chelsea, leaving Angel City, and yeah, how much we miss each other. So let's get right into it.
Fall fashion is officially here, which means I can finally start putting away my summer fits.
Right? Like summer in LA is great, but fall in LA when it cools down even a little, that's when I can break out the layers, boots, maybe even a light jacket. I love it.
And Macy's Fall Fashion Guide literally does all the work for you. They've got the trends laid out so you don't have to spiral on TikTok for inspiration.
I love going to Macy's at the start of the season because they've got everything in one place. All the latest trends, plus big brands like Levi's, Steve Madden, Vince Camuto, Tommy Hilfiger, Sam Edelman, Coach, whatever vibe you're going for, it's there.
So whether you're feeling romantic, boho, statement luxury, or just want a cute pair of boots, Macy makes it easy.
Macy's Fall Fashion Guide. Shop in-store or at Macys.com.
This episode is brought to you by PNC Bank.
A lot of people think that a podcast where soccer players talk about their daily life would be boring.
And yeah, some of the grind can be boring, but it is our daily rituals and our preparation and doing it together that makes the wins even bigger.
It's like banking with PNC Bank. It might seem boring to plan, save, and make calculated decisions with your bank. Keeping your money boring is what helps you live a more happily fulfilled life.
PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865.
Brilliantly Boring Since 1865 is a service mark of the PNC Financial Services Group, Incorporated. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC. Alyssa! I miss you.
I miss you too.
This is weird. Weird but nice.
Yeah, it is weird. It is weird.
I know you know the news by now. This is about a week after it has gone public. And I am really sad that you're not going to be here for my last games. But I'm so grateful that I was able to have this overlap with you and have some really big moments and experiences together.
Yeah, me too. I am really sad that I'm not going to be able to be there because I feel like, well, you're obviously such a big part of my career so far, and it's crazy that I'm not at Angel City to like see and celebrate you and celebrate your career and stuff, but I am celebrating from afar, so it is sad to think about.
I know. Big changes this year.
I
And we've
know.
just, we kind of ditched Giselle. We're ditching Giselle. Oh, well, this does mean I know you're in a temporary flat right now. I'm going to ask you a little bit about just London in general. But when you do get your official, more permanent home, you know, Lucas and I are coming to visit. So we will be celebrating your move, my retirement. Hell, we can just keep celebrating our wedding. Like we'll keep it moving. And Giselle's contract extension, all the things.
Yes.
Okay. So everybody listening knows that Alyssa left Los Angeles and Angel City for London and Chelsea Football Club, a club that is near and dear to my heart, obviously. I am so proud of you. Tell me and all of our listeners everything about life so far, where you're looking to live, how the team is, how training's going. You've played in 2 games already. By the time this comes out, 3. So how are you? How are you feeling?
I feel like still a little bit on edge because I don't have like everything, like all my things that I had in LA, I don't have right now.
Are they on the
So
way?
yeah, no, they're on the way. Just like my extra stuff, like the apartment, car,
Oh, right. Okay.
um, I don't know, just like the extra things that I was always do, like my hair, my eyebrows, my nails,
Oh, yes,
like
of
the
course.
places.
Yes. Got it. Those are big things. I thought you were talking
Yeah,
about like your clothes. No, these are huge things that
yeah.
yeah, okay. Got it. Are you going to be have you tried driving yet?
No, I haven't, but I will be driving because where I'm looking to live is a little bit further from training, but closer to the city. So
Okay.
I I'm a driver. I love to drive. I'll drive anywhere. So I like in LA, we drive everywhere anyways. So
You're used to it.
I'm so used to it. So I'm ready to get my car. I'll learn quickly. I'll be okay, I feel like. So yeah, I'm ready for that.
Well, have the girls given you any recommendations for an eyebrow place, nail place? What's
Well,
happening?
I found some like near like this my temporary apartment, but I feel like I need some more like staple ones because these are like little businesses around because I'm not really close to anything, but I will ask once I get into the area so that I know like what's close and stuff.
Oh my gosh, this is so weird that you're not here and it's nighttime and just I don't know that I don't see you every day. It I definitely feel a huge sense of loss. It is so different, especially when we are on the 10-day trip and just I worked really hard to be able to travel with the team last week. By the time this comes out, last week when we played Louisville, I got an injection, so I couldn't travel with the team to Louisville, which I was sad about because I had such a good time, minus the results when we went to New Jersey and North Carolina. But I just found myself looking around like, where's Alyssa? Like, I don't know, when I was with the team 24/7, and it is definitely different. So we're adjusting over here. What do you think has been the hardest adjustment for you so far over there?
Um, I feel like the hardest adjustment has just been like coming into training and not knowing everyone and them not knowing me as well as like everyone on the team knew me.
Yeah.
And I feel like everyone on our team like kind of watched me grow up a little bit and they know me. You guys know me super well. So it just feels weird coming into an environment where I'm new again. Um and I feel like just like literally how everything's run is just so different from Angel City. So it's weird adjusting to like just new ways of how the med staff works, how the gym
Mhm.
works, how on the field works. Like I feel like I'm just adjusting to all those intricacies and like what how I fit into them and what I need to do and how I tell them what's good for me and stuff. So I feel like that's been hard to adjust, but I feel like that's when you're new anywhere, like you need to adjust in that way.
Yeah, of course. I'm sure the listeners would love to know, and things have changed so much since I was at Chelsea in 2018 to 2019. How would you compare the facilities and the trainings and the players? You can be honest. Obviously, we're very proud of our performance center here at Angel City.
Obviously, Angel City's performance center is amazing, like world class. I do miss the big locker room and just all the big spaces, cause yeah, just all the big spaces and having a lot of room to do stuff. I feel like here, like, since it is a little bit, like, crisp and, like, I don't know, like, the air is a little different, I feel like the fields, like, just move the ball moves so much nicer. I don't know, like, the fields are wet and, like, the ball, you just I feel like the passes are just so, like, crisp when you play them.
Yes, I know
Um,
exactly what you mean. We're
yeah.
having quite a hot, dry period over here in the valley.
Yeah, so I feel like those 2 things are definitely the most.
And how are you finding the speed of play? You don't have to compare to Angel City, but how are you finding the speed of play? I mean, I watched as much as I could of those first 2 games, obviously, to see you out there, but you can tell these players know like where each other is going to be and the movement, and I think have more possession, are attacking more. And that is obviously a great thing for you, being able to just run that wing, and you are close. We were all saying, like, if she just like stuck a foot out, but the ball came super fast, but like she was in there. Like we are so on it following you and Giselle especially. So yeah, would you say the team and those games so far have just been really, yeah, just a good style of play and something that you look forward to being more and more part of?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like just being able to be on the field with the team is really cool. I think how we're just able to keep possession a lot and get into attacks. I think for me, it kind of plays into my game and being able to just get on the wing a lot, staying wide, and being able to go at defenders. I feel like the coaches want me to go 1v1 like every time. So being able to have that freedom and being able to just like know that in the coming games my confidence will come is helpful. But yeah, it's just I think that has been an adjustment for me, but I think as games go and I play more, I'll be able to, like, do what I've been doing before, so
Well, you have clearly gotten to know the team well enough to persuade them to be in a TikTok. Who is do you have fellow TikTokers like you and Giselle? You were there regularly in that recovery room making TikToks. Do you think you're gonna have a partner in crime or a group that will be willing to join you in your TikTok era?
sadly, I don't think any of them are TikTokers or
Oh shit.
influencers. I'm gonna have to really beg on my hands and knees to get them to do a TikTok. Me and Giselle were just like would send them to each other, and then once we got to the training facility, we would know them. Like it was easy. So I feel like it's definitely gonna be difficult. There might be some by myself, but I I, I will try to convince them to do more like easy ones because I feel like they'll be okay with those ones.
Okay, so everyone knows when you're getting your teammates in there, like you're grafting. You are, notice my slang, my British slang there.
Yeah.
You are grafting. You are working hard to get them to join you. So it's even more impressive. That was really funny. I also like the 2 girls just sitting in the back who are like, nah, that's not a bit of me. Um, ah,
You
so
know the slang.
yes, so that leads me to my next question. Have you picked up any British slang? Did Love Island prepare you? Let's hear your British accent. Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm being on the spot. Maybe you could like edit this so that I could do a couple.
Say a few and like we'll like boom,
Yeah,
boom,
you'll
boom
pick
for
the best
socials, you
one.
know? Yeah.
Um, any like phrases I feel like fussy, like instead of picky, they say fussy.
Oh, yes.
What else? There was a word that Kira used one day, and I just thought it was so funny. She was talking about traffic, and it made me laugh so hard. But I'll try to do a good British accent. What's happening? You all right?
That was great.
That was pretty good. Like I've been watching Love Is Blind UK, and it's been pretty good. I feel like I sound pretty posh right now.
You are very
But,
posh.
Yeah,
mate.
I want the South London accent. That's like my favorite, like Central C.
Speaking of, who is a celebrity that you're hoping to meet most in London?
Definitely Central C. Like for sure.
Have you made any progress on that front?
No. I feel like hopefully he comes to a Chelsea game and maybe I'm there and like we meet like just like casually like pass by. Like
Central C, if you're listening. Central C, avid listener of BFFR. You got to meet my girl. If anyone out there knows Central C, everyone tag Central C on this episode, okay? Thank you.
Oh, God.
Thank you. It's bloody brilliant, okay? I was wondering if this was the time, and you can say no, to announce to the world the videos we have done with Giselle.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, that's sad.
Okay, tell everyone what we started.
Okay, when did we start? Like last
Yeah, when
season?
Giselle's first game, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I was in the beginning of last season we started it.
Yeah.
Okay. Beginning of last season, me, Allie, and Giselle, we started videoing how we were feeling after a big milestone or like even like mid-season. Just after a couple weeks, we would take a video of what we've been doing, how we've been feeling. And I like things changed like in an instant with those videos, it seemed. Yeah. So like there were highs, lows, everything in them, and I feel like we were really honest, maybe too honest in some of them.
Yes, I will be editing them.
But it was kind of like a video diary of what we've been doing, and like each of us. It's cool. I can't wait till you put that out because it's gonna be really cute.
I know it feels like it might be time since it will just be Giselle doing selfie videos if we continue this past this season. But
yeah,
we never got that final update when you left.
I know. And we were trying to do it even before I left. I remember, and we couldn't.
There was a lot going on.
Yeah.
For sure. But yes, so that is something that is in my back pocket that feels like it is time at the end of the season to release. I think Giselle and I could probably pull together a couple more updates before we finish it off. Yeah, maybe the last one will just be Giselle saying how she's feeling.
That would be good.
And then we will obviously reunite. We don't have to stop this, but we will not all be in the same place, which will make it difficult. But I think
again. That's so sad.
I know. Well, it will be emotional, I think, seeing all of it together now at the end.
Yeah.
But how did you know it was the right time to leave LA and take this huge leap and make this huge change in the middle of a season? Talking about it with you seemed so ready, and that made me really happy. But what was going through your mind when these conversations started happening?
Yeah, I mean, like a week before the transfer deadline, Chelsea offered Angel City, like, for me to come. And I was not thinking about leaving Angel City at all because I just resigned with them in January. And I was like, this is a crazy opportunity. Like, I do not know when this would happen again. And I do back myself, but getting something and like an offer from Chelsea is just like something I've always dreamed about. I've always wanted to go to Europe. And I felt like at that point in this at the point in season that I was like making the decision, like in my head, I was just like, I feel like good about what I've been doing at Angel City. I feel good about my performances and like what I've been able to bring to the team. And I do want to keep getting better. Like, I don't want to plateau. And I feel like putting myself in a challenging position like this, going to Chelsea, which is one of the best clubs in the world, being able to like just play with such amazing players and learn so much, I feel like is really good for my development. And I still being young, like having this opportunity and being able to like be put in a situation that's hard, I feel like makes people grow if like that's what you're willing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm more than willing to like put myself out there and give everything that I have, and be able to like I just want to be the best player that I can be. So I felt like this was just a really good decision for my career, like in the long run. And I feel like I in that moment, like I've never felt so like, oh my gosh, yeah, I want to go. Like even though it's hard to leave home and everything, like I was like, but I need to do this for myself.
Did you speak with Emma Hayes about this in those days?
I did. I called her because I wanted to hear like what she had to say, and she just asked me like all the right questions, like, "Are you sure? Like, what are you
Yeah.
gonna do without Giselle?" It was literally like one of the first questions she asked me.
I think that's the first question on everybody's mind. We'll talk a
Yeah,
little bit about G just soon.
yeah, and like you have to make sure this is right for you, and like just asking me everything like you need to think about before making such a big decision. And I feel like after talking to her, it helped me like really think about those things more. And then ultimately, like I made the decision to go. But I feel like being able to answer those questions and be like, yes, I actually do want to go, it made me more confident in like my answer and like what my gut was telling me.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense and sounds like a very good coach to help guide you through that, but not tell you what to do, but make sure you know what you want. And especially, I'm sure she would have been excited. That's a club where she built this dynasty. But I think that was, yeah, a really, really smart way to help you navigate it and process it. Um, we have to talk about the fans. And obviously, there was so much disappointment, which I hope you took as and are still taking as a huge compliment, the compliment that it is. What was it like for you? I know you're a girly who reads the comments, Alyssa. What was it like for you emotionally, not just leading up when it got leaked and there's all this information out there, but also when the announcement was official and there was an outpouring of support, but also an outpouring of dismay from fans of yours in Los Angeles?
Yeah, obviously, I mean, I feel like I saw a lot of like disappointed, but like we still support you. And seeing that really like just made me love like the LA fans even more and just Angel City in general more. Like our fans, our fans, oh my god. The Angel City fans I think are some of the best in the world, and being able to play in front of them like weekend after weekend was so special, and like they're like my family. So I was definitely like sad to see that people were disappointed, but obviously like this was a decision that needed to do, and I think anyone really in my position would have done what I did. So
I think so too.
I feel like they're more understanding, which was really like positive for me, and I felt like a lot of love too.
What do you miss the most about Los Angeles?
Definitely my family
I knew you were going to say that. I was going to say, you can't say your family.
or Giselle. But besides that, like I miss the beach and the LA
Mm,
sunsets and
mm.
just going out and wearing shorts and a shirt.
I can't wait to see some of your fits in the
Oh
fall and
gosh.
the winter.
Yeah, I need to be more on that.
Okay, I hope people know this if they've been following you or me or our relationship. But Alyssa and I and Giselle and Zoe, we all went to the same high school, many, many, many years apart. I talked a little bit with Riley about this, and it made me laugh. But I felt obviously an instant connection to you. I was filming Allie in LA. You were my first guest and then my repeat guest. We had so much in common. I meeting your family, meeting you, I just felt so connected to you for so many different reasons. I felt a strong desire to protect you and give you anything I could to help kind of boost you into this amazing career I knew you were going to have. I would started calling you like my cousin pretty early on. And then I've mentioned this in a few journalists. Someone told me when they were asking you about me that you were like, "Oh, she's like a mom." And I was like, "Fuck." How do you see our relationship and like what we've gone through together? And am I like this old hag? Am I this long lost older sister? Are you like, yeah, cuzzy? Or yeah, I'm just like teen mom. Like, just take me out back and shoot me.
I feel like we have so many different relationships though in one, but I think all encompassing is like an older sister that I never had cuz I feel like they can be a mom but also be like my cousin but also be my friend and um yeah, and you've been there for me since the beginning and I feel like it's hard to talk about for me sometimes because like you've seen me at like in the beginning and then in the middle, which was hard too, and I
Yeah.
think now, like, it's crazy to just look back on and think that you were a part of every single one of those, like, things. So, it makes me sad.
It makes me sad too, but it makes me so happy. Look at you now. Um, there were some really, really hard times for both of us.
Yeah.
And I think what I have tried to explain is that I am not just like guiding you or teaching you. Like, we do have a deep friendship and, yes, like a familial bond, a sisterhood that you have also helped me. I have told you things that I wouldn't tell anybody else, not a teammate, not a friend. I have told you how I was feeling in my darkest moments, in my weakest moments. And that is something I'm really grateful for. And I don't want anyone to ever think that this was like a one sided relationship because I'm so grateful for you. And I remember us standing on the field in Louisville when we had just come back from the World Cup and we had taken a walk that day. We had shed some tears and we stood on the field. I want to say there were fireworks for some reason. And we just stood. It was just like off to the side and we kind of just we're there for each other. And I had this insane roller coaster of a tournament where I felt so proud, but then also that I had let down the country and that we only won that first game and that was the game we weren't supposed to win and then it's over and it's just I felt this emptiness. And you had a really challenging tournament. I know you've spoken about it before. How how different do you feel now in your confidence and just having gone through those challenges? Like you are a different version of yourself. You have grown up. You're different on the field. You're different off the field. When you think about yourself, when you look in the mirror and then think back to those times, yeah, how do you see yourself now, and what is it like to reflect on some of that? Basically, like all the moments we had together versus now when you've gone off and spread your wings, my baby angel.
Yeah, I feel like I honestly don't think about it too much because I'm always like looking for the next thing that I can be better in and looking for like just how I can continue to keep growing. And I feel like I do need to do more self reflection and be more proud of myself and like just like how much I have grown. I feel like I only talk about it when people ask me. So, um, yeah, I mean, thinking about like the high schooler that you met, and me now, it's just I feel so much more grateful for being in my position. Before I felt like so much pressure and a lot of like doubt in myself because of like just like all the noise and stuff. And I
Mhm.
feel like I've gotten better at not listening to it and reminding myself of who I am and no one's like me and you shouldn't compare yourself to people. And I feel like you fall into that as a young player, and I still do, but I think I just feel more confident in what I bring to the table. And I think that came a lot from like just playing and knowing what I can do and having that confidence. And now I know what I can do on the field. So now I just feel more confident off the field and like what I bring there. So yeah, it's crazy to look back on because so much has changed.
What do you think is what advice would you give a young player that is in the public eye, maybe going through something similarly? There will be more and more of you, I think, in the coming generations when you are faced with a lot of noise, when you feel a lot of pressure, because you got through it, my friend, and just how you speak about yourself now, you recognize that you have changed a lot. But what are some of the things you would say to someone?
I mean, I it's probably just what I say to myself, like, there's only one you, and don't compare your journey to other people's because I think that's what hurt me the most. So being able to like hone in on what makes you special and like what you bring to the field and like knowing that I think is helpful for your confidence because if you know there's something that you can only bring, then no one else around you has that. And like you should be so confident in that skill that like on the field, like no one can stop you in that thing. And that's what has given me confidence and what I can like you can build off of like adding things but also knowing what got you there and like what is that one special thing about you that is going to continue to take you further.
What would you say your next goal is, on or off the pitch?
I feel like my next goal is to score a goal for Chelsea.
I had a feeling you were going to say
Yeah.
that. I know you. Okay, well let's lighten this up a little bit, or not. We'll see how you answer these questions.
Everyone.
What do you like to do when you are not playing soccer?
I like to like draw and color and paint. Take pictures. I like
You're so creative. Oh, yes, I have to say Alyssa gave me the sweetest, also just most I don't want to say practical, but helpful birthday present a couple years ago. She painted measuring cups, and then
Oh
they
yeah.
fire them like in a Color Me Mine or something. So I was just using them this morning, and it was so sweet. And I needed a new set of measuring cups. Obviously, I love cooking, love baking, so that is how creative and thoughtful Alyssa is. What is your favorite Angel City memory?
This is an obvious one, but my first goal for Angel City.
Oh,
It was just so I just felt so happy and like everything came together and like we were just hugging and jumping and like I just forgot about everything for a second. It was
Yeah.
so nice.
Yeah, there's some great photos from that
Yeah.
day, that goal. Oh, that was so amazing. I love the radio edit from there, from that
Yeah.
that goal is just so good. What's your favorite memory with me besides that one? That was a good one. I was there. I was there for that.
My favorite memory with you, we also have a lot of good times, but I feel like when you came to Harvard Westlake with me, that was fun.
So
It was so
funny.
funny. It was so
funny. Everyone needs to go and watch that again. It was just ridiculous. First, I didn't have security clearance to get on the school, and unfortunately, I don't look like a high school student anymore. However, when I got stopped and I said I was Alyssa's cousin, the security officer was like, okay, well, obviously, but I still need you to sign this form. And I was like, okay. And then the class, you were so brilliant. You were so brilliant. You were like eating your snack. And then you presented, and I asked some questions. I learned a lot about AI. I just thought you guys were so advanced. I don't remember doing anything like this in high school. Obviously, some of these things didn't exist, like cell phones, I feel like. But everyone, there was like some promposals going on.
Yeah,
oh my God, it gave me the best feeling. And then I'm getting ready to leave, and you're like, you want to hang out with my friends? And I was like, yes. Next thing I know, we're walking around Sephora. Someone was getting proposed to.
Yeah.
And I will never forget that day. Wow, I felt like $1 million, Alyssa. And we have it
such a
documented forever. It was so good. Okay, if you could switch lives with anyone for 24 hours, who would it be?
Probably Central C. I just want to talk like him so badly.
I think he would be really surprised if he woke up in your body and was going off to training. Okay, I'm going to do this or that to finish out this segment, and I'll let you go to bed.
Okay, I'm good at this one. I'm faster at this
Okay.
one.
Romantic comedy or action movie?
Romantic comedy.
Texting or calling?
Texting.
TikTok or Instagram?
Oh, this is a hard one. TikTok, but I really love Instagram. I've been really liking Instagram.
You've been quite active in your stories. Little black dress or jeans, cozy sweats?
Depends. If my hair's done, LBD.
Oh, okay. In Truth or Dare, do you pick truth or dare?
Truth.
Karaoke duet or solo performance?
Duet.
Text the ex or delete the number forever?
Text the ex.
And final question, Alyssa Thompson, my cousin. I miss and love you so much. Los Angeles or London? Hey!
Whichever way.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Alyssa, thank you so much. I miss you, and it was just so good to, not that this was the type of conversation we would normally have if there wasn't an audience, but thank you. It's so nice to hear from you and how you're doing. And I know BFFR fans are also huge fans of yours. So I really appreciate it. And I don't know when I'm going to see you next. However, the U.S. does have some upcoming games in the United States. So maybe I'd be able to make a trip because I do really miss you. But good luck. Text me later and I will be watching your stories to see how you're doing and how you're feeling.
Thank you. I miss you so much.
All right, it's time for Add to Cart, presented by Macy's, where each week I'll share one thing I am loving right now. Could be a vibe, a trend, a person, a moment. And you can always find your faves at Macy's.com. This week, I'm all about fall fashion. Fall is my favorite season. Okay, I do like all the seasons, but I love fall because it's Scorpio season. It is my birthday. I love Halloween. And I'm not going to say like the leaves change color too much here in LA, but there starts to be a little more of a crispness to the air. And it just, I don't know, has like a cozy feeling, even if the weather is still probably like in the 70s or the 80s out here in the valley. So I also think that fall just kind of looks better on me. I lived in Europe for a while, so I had to figure out some fall fits. I'm going to dig them out. So Macy's actually has such a cute fall fashion guide, and I've been scrolling, planning my outfits for these a little bit darker, earlier evenings. Oversized sweaters, like a grandpa sweater, a grandpa vest, flannels, boots. I just got the cutest pair of boots. And denim and brown together is a thing this season. You heard it here first. I want to know what fall trends that you are loving, so let us know in the comments. And remember, you can find all the latest fall trends at Macy's. Grab your Levi's jeans and the perfect jacket to match at Macy's.com or in-store. All right, that's it for this week's episode of the BFFR show. Thanks again to Alyssa for joining. That was a really, really special episode for me. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever, and follow us at BFFR show on all socials. Keep the DMs and voicemails coming. I'll see you next week.